All right. Now, I sort of want to emphasize some statements that I made in a video that I uploaded, I think like a day ago or something like that. And from this seat, comments are the most important type of engagement. It's the most important. Whoever leaves the comment is more likely to not only believe the content in the video, but to also share it in the real world, to keep that message alive. It sort of guarantees that the message in the video won't die among the masses of the people. It sort of reassures that it stays with the people permanently long after you leave this earth, which is the most important part or aspect of your content. If you are about spreading the message, it should be about planting the seed, the message, in people's minds and having it grow over time, long after you leave this earth. When you just like a video, that's not as much reassurance. You know, they could be liking the video for any reason. They could have liked it on accident. They might like it and never get around to listening to it. Leaving comments is the most important aspect of engagement. I'm saying that as a YouTuber who's been producing content now for about two decades. Okay? And you can do this yourself. It's not all about I use Tariq as an example because he's committed to never holding black women accountable. He's committed to that. Along with all the others are the same way. Black Alpha Network is another one. You know what? Speaking of Black Alpha Network, I want to show y'all something. I made a video a long time ago where I pointed out that videos that pander to black women get the least responses from black women. They resonate with black women the least. Understand, this is only with black men. Videos where white men pander to black women resonate the most with black women. And it's not even comparable. It's not even close when you do a real comparison. And I'm going to give you an example, courtesy of Black Alpha Network. He is just another FBA content creator who never, ever holds black women accountable for nothing. The speeches that these content creators give is all about, oh, we are FBA and we are wonderful people. We are magnificent people. Oh, we are so advanced. We are so much better than all other, and that's it. That's the beginning and end of the speech. Oh, FBA is so thorough. We are so good at everything we do. FBA, it's all about FBA. That registers in my mind like a Sunday sermon from Preacher Porkchop. It's just a modern version of it. It's just it's being applied to black Americans rather than Jesus. You know how in churches, they don't like to talk about, issues in the community, stuff like that. At least the early churches did. But the later church, especially after integration, did not. It was all about, performance and being a preacher pork chop. But if you go to his channel, type in women. I'm going to do it right now. Hit enter. What you're going to see is what you see right here. 2 videos that he created 4 years ago called the Black Goddess Collection. Look at the number of views on those videos. 4 years ago. Look at the views. One has 174 views. The other has 143 views. This man, as I speak, averages, I would say, around 30,000 views per video. And these are all live streams. He just did one yesterday, 23,000 views. 4 days ago, 35, 37, 36, 32, 34, 16, to 28, 58 right here, 48 right here, 46. Okay, he might average more like 35,000 because some of them get up there. So we're talking about a man who has established his audience. Many of them are women. Now, I'm telling you right now, people will check your old videos, especially when you put a pause on uploading content, like what's happening now. I'm going to show an example today. In some of my more active and more popular channels, whenever I go a day or two without producing content, I notice that people are flocking to my old videos. People sort of want to refresh themselves on previous content since you're not producing any new content. And this man takes those types of breaks. This was uploaded yesterday. This one 4 days ago. This one 8 days ago. 11 days ago. Why aren't they listening to these videos, the Black Goddess Collection? At all. And he's been averaging tens of thousands of views per stream for a very long time. Very long time. I'm talking like, if I'm not mistaken, years. He's been averaging those types of numbers. Well, let me correct that, because around 10 months ago, he was averaging like 15, let's say 15,000, at least for a period of time. But he would get some that are up there every now and then, 30 some thousand. It's like recently there's been an uptick in his view count. See, these streams are not even 10,000 that we're looking at right now. They're in the upper, 9,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. And this was a year ago. So yeah, still, and these are all live streams. Still a pretty well established channel. These are his videos that are pre-recorded. Okay, and let me take that back. I think he does a lot of pre-recorded videos as well. These are his pre-recorded videos, and you see they're averaging tens of thousands of views, and already we're at 10 months. These are 10 months, 9 months ago already. So why are these videos about the Black Goddess sitting there with 141 views? These videos do not resonate with black women when it's from a black man. I proved this a long time ago, so many times. They just don't. Look at the search right here. How to get a white man. See that? How to Get a White Man. And look at the videos. Now this guy is sugary. Okay, so just look at him as a black woman too. But what do you see? Dating tips for black women. Meet white men successfully. Dating a white man versus, of course, you know, these types of videos, they always try to throw us under the bus to justify them dating white men, which is why, you know, I have a problem with it. That's what I have a problem with. Exactly that. And here you got some more of those types of videos. Here you go. Tips for black women. Dating a white guy, and that's how to get a white guy. Okay, you can change up the wording. Okay, you clearly see this. Let's say how to date. How to date. And instead of man, let's put guy. Since so many black women like to talk like valley girls. And there you go. Tips for finding white men to date. All this type of stuff. You know, you get the same basic types of results. This sweet dude got a whole lot of videos under that search. Okay. Now, do the same search for black men. Do the same search for black men. And look at the results. Black women don't make videos about dating black men. They feel black men are given. They're in our back pocket. They have no, as single as they are, they have no real desire to date black men. They don't fetishize. They don't fantasize. They don't value black men like that. But with white men, they'll create courses, write books. You see what I'm saying? They view white men and other races of men as a prize, just their biological state of existence. In their mind is like a level up. Oh, I've leveled up, right? I'm on a different level now. Make no mistake, holding black women accountable generates more comments from black men. See, when somebody responds to what you're saying, especially when they agree with you, that's going to stick with them forever. That's going to burn into their memory. And that's what's going to keep your message alive. These black women out here in the world, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. These black women who out here right now talking down on 50-50, rejecting the idea of paying half the bills is part of the problem. This is a big reason why they're so single. They want to be lazy, get fat, sit at home, not work, and not pay their bills, want to be taken care of just as we would take care of our children. And black men are saying, no, y'all been bragging about how much more successful than us you are for decades. You've been bragging about how much more money you make than we make for decades. That means 50-50 is going to hurt us more than it hurts you. And isn't that what y'all always talking about? How successful y'all are? So take your little 80,000, whatever you making, fork over 50% of the bills, and I'm gonna fork over 50, and it's gonna hurt my little 40,000 a lot more than your 50% gonna hurt you. So what you complaining about? They literally have no justifiable reason to reject the idea of 50-50. But when it comes to black men, they do it anyway because they don't respect you.
And the only reason why I wouldn't be able to go 50-50 with a man is because I know subconsciously I wouldn't be able to give him that top dog, head of the household treatment, knowing that if it weren't for my 50%, we wouldn't have any of it.
Gentlemen, I told you that all women are con artists. Every single last one of them. These con artists use terms to confuse you. Top dog treatment. What the hell is that? It means to treat a man like he ain't stupid. And
Exactly. I won't be able to give him that top dog treatment means I won't be able to show respect to him. They feel like that's the standard for them to be disrespectful. What do you mean top dog treatment? You're not going to treat him like he is the protector. He's still the protector. And that's a contribution that you're not making. So yes, he still gets that top dog treatment, whatever you're talking about. He is still expected to die first. Somebody breaking the home, he's expected to confront the intruder first. Give his life first. That's a contribution you ain't making with your 50-50. So yeah, he do get that top dog treatment because he's still the top dog. Something need fixed around the house, you ain't fixing it. Couldn't even if you tried. So he still gets that top dog treatment. And I really didn't even need to chime in. The creator of this video was spot on. This message resonates with the masses of black men. That's just how it is. Far more so than these goofy, feel-good speeches. Black women are perfect speeches. Because we all know that that's nonsense.
Here's the con. The woman created top dog treatment out of thin air. And then she took this figure of her imagination and gave it a price. Then she inflated that made-up price on that made-up good and sold it to a goofy man. Now the goofy man believes that top dog treatment is worth more than the $2,000 she was giving him every month for rent.
Yeah, basic respect. That's the top dog treatment she's talking about. Basic respect that should be given to any father of the home. They look at us as less than. And we've always had this culture of being less than. See, they have an inferiority, a shared collective inferiority complex. So they don't know no other way to behave other than to also treat black men as if they're less than. Because we're black like them. Just like they view Becky as the standard and view themselves as beneath Becky, always following up after what Becky does. They look at us as being under and beneath Brad in the same way. And it's the main cause of this split. It's the primary cause of this split. That's why they're so single. And that's why we're moving on. And we're getting with other women. Okay? That's just what it is. This is the truth. And it resonates with more black men than that feel-good, pro-FBA, preacher pork chop nonsense.
There's no such thing as 50-50 when it comes to it.
Now I'm going to come back to this airhead. Listen to this broad right here. They don't ever make sound arguments.
And I've been proud to see that a lot more black men are coming in saying, no, you cannot want to do 50-50 with the woman and then not do, it's not 50-50, it's 10-90. Because you just paying bill A, B, and C, but she paying bill A, B, C, D, coming home, taking care of the children, cleaning.
No, she ain't cleaning. What do you think, men can't clean? What do you mean taking care of the children? Okay, let's say you're taking care of the children for a while until they go to school or whatever. Guess what? He's still the first person expected to lay his life down on the line. He's still the one that fixes everything around the house. He is still the man. He's still the father. He's still the top dog. He's the one who has discipline in the home. He's the one keeping you from becoming a big back like you currently are. Because he has discipline. They act like they take care of kids and we don't do nothing else but work. Like, what are you even talking about? It's so many things that y'all seemingly can't do on your own. That often involves just opening up a jar. You lack the strength in your wrist and you need us to open it. Some need you ain't climbing up no ladder. Are you climbing up a ladder? Many of you don't even want to walk up a flight of stairs. You ain't doing nothing like that. Are you fixing a car? Are you going to save us money by doing maintenance on a car rather than taking it to a shop, which that saves an enormous amount of money when you do your repairs yourself? Are you going to get up under that car? Are you going to grab that ratchet, that wrench, and deal with them nuts and bolts? No, you're not. Don't talk to us about 50-50. You changing a diaper here and there, stop it. Go on about your business. If that's what you're going to bring to the table, I don't even want to hear it. Your little wigs and throwing money out the window, that would have to stop anyways. If a sane man would want to get with a woman like this.
Cleaning and then worrying about what she has to do to help you out as well. It's never
worrying about what she has to do to help me out. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't need help with nothing. What you talking about? You can't cook. So what you talking about worrying about what you have to do to... Let's hear that again. I'm telling you, these Keisha comments, crazy.
Cleaning and then worrying about what she has to do to help you out as well. It's never 50-50.
Okay, clearly that was a bunch of babble. She just assumes that we gonna need help in y'all's help. We can't do it ourselves. Whatever you're talking about, whatever it is that you're talking about, we can't do it ourselves. Get out of here. They have no sound argument for rejecting 50-50. Now listen to this simp. This is what I'm talking about. This type of holding black women accountable, it's the truth. That's why it resonates with more black men than that pro FBA, we're a perfect group of people and better than everybody else, preacher pork chop type of sermons. Everybody see right through that. This has more momentum with black men than those types of speeches have with the entire spectrum of races that's allowed to comment over there. Ain't nobody moved by that nonsense because you know it's just a bunch of feel-good BS deflection, avoiding accountability. Understand, again, FBA is a matriarch. And that style of those sermons, those speeches, those videos are based in avoiding accountability. You see it all the time. People will have valid points or criticism, avoid accountability, because that's a feminine thing to do.
You know how I feel about that 50-50 relationship shit people talking about? I feel that's for bums. Like, no man should want to go 50-50 with a woman. It's a sign that you ain't got your shit together, bro.
There you go. This is exactly the type of simp that they're looking for. You go and take care of a woman as if she is your biological child if you want to, and go broke during the whole process. During the whole process, be disrespected, okay? Be emasculated, and you just gonna keep putting up with it, right? Especially in today's world, they fought to be able to do everything we do. See, this type of mindset right here, you're an idiot. They have the right to do everything we do. So why should we take care of them? Why should we provide them with a life where they don't have to pay no bills? That makes no sense. That's the traditional. That's how they used to do long ago. We have been dealing for decades, dealing with black women who have been bragging about how they make more money than us, how they're more successful, have more degrees. Okay, let's put it to work. You pay half the bills. You supposedly gonna have a whole lot of money left over after you pay. You're gonna have more left over than me, right? Me and my little paychecks, and it really don't matter. 50-50 is how it's supposed to be in the world that they created and bragged about after they created it. They wanted to put up this fight, women power, empower women, and then the stats came out, oh, look, we got more degrees, we're more successful, black men, step your game up. No, you step your game up and pay these bills. Pay half these bills since you got so much money and you so successful. And most of these women have kids. This simp right here, let me tell you what he's also saying. He's also saying take care of her and her kids that she got by other men. And I know that for a fact because, again, I've grown up seeing black men do this. Dudes like this wants to continue doing that. Just to project yourself as a provider. Going broke, losing your retirement, and then most likely they're going to leave you. How does that make sense? Throwing your prostituting yourself to these women who hate you. You're an idiot. A complete idiot. I ain't taking care of no broad and her kids. You out of your mind? These dudes out here dangerous. You need to stop, all of you. If you thinking like this, and he called himself a coach, dude, shut your channel down today. Shut it down today. You do not need to be out here. Nobody needs to be out here trying to influence black men to think like that.
There's no such thing as 50-50 when it comes to a real relationship, because at some point you're going to bring 10 and that other person has to bring 90.
And the one who's most likely going to bring 10 is you, Keisha. You, with your broke behind. Let's keep it a buck. The average black man makes more than the average black woman. So who's more? Look at y'all spending money on nails, weave, lashes. This stuff is crazy expensive. Throw makeup in there as well. Crazy expensive. Who is more likely to bring 10 to the table? That's you, Keisha. So don't even go there. And that means 50-50 is going to help y'all more than it helps us. See, it works the other way too. Y'all been bragging about how y'all make more money and you're more successful, even though that's not even true. The average black man makes more than the average black woman. But still, even in that scenario, 50-50 is going to help you more. Because you ain't making but $40,000, $35,000. You really want to pay 100% of the bills? You thinking, especially if you got kids, even those men who agree to take care of your kids, to let your kids move in, you paying half of all the bills now. Now you got more money left over for you and your kids. What do you have to complain about? Nothing. They just want to be lazy bums, sit at home, get fat, be on social media every day, and they'll eventually leave you, take half your stuff, whether you married or not, through spousal support. No, thank you. Men are waking up to this. That's why this truth of holding black women accountable resonates more with black men. That's why the comment sections on these channels, they have fewer comments. They rival the comments of these pro FBA channels with far more subscribers and views. Y'all not understand that? If a video with 9,000 views got 500 comments and a video with 45,000 views got 600 comments, that video with 9,000 comments is doing better. It's views to comments that matter, not the actual number of comments. Let's listen to some more what Tweety Bird has to say here.
At some point, you're gonna bring 30, and they gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta bring the other 70.
Come on.
And listen to the simp talking about, come on, talking about, yeah, you preaching. And even if that does happen, okay, it balances out. You got 10 now. Well, somebody will have to pay somebody back. You have to work it out like that. You're gonna have to go a week where you ain't got no lashes and no nails.
There's no such thing as 50-50. Maybe at the beginning, y'all might be 50-50 at the beginning, but have a baby. Buy a house. Then
You know it's Sunday. You know it's Sunday and you preaching, right?
I'm always gonna do something.
Listen to the simp. I hope that's something. No, it's not. This is a dude's channel. It's scary we got simps out here in the world like this.
Too, that's never gonna change. But I honestly feel like when it comes down to a man versus a woman in a relationship, 50-50 is never gonna be that. Sometimes the woman has to be the proprietor. Sometimes the man has to be the proprietor. When my man is down, I'm up. When I am down, I expect my man to be up. But when we're both down, we both need to be able to bring ourselves back up.
Shut up. That don't even make no sense. When you're low on funds, guess what? Tell me who's more able to work overtime. The man or the woman? The man is. Men are far more capable to get overtime and actually work it. So, yeah, it's not mathing. I'm not trying to hear this. I don't even know what she's talking crazy over here.
Ourselves, keyword, ourselves. Because if you're down and he's down and there's nobody there to bring you both back up, you have to bring yourself up in order to bring him up. Because you can't swim if you never kick.
Now she's just babbling. Now she's just trying to sound smart, trying to use these parables. The Holy Ghost must have jumped in her or something. Okay, but this is just babble right here. They never know what they're talking about, man.
You can't paddle a boat if you don't have that other rope. You feel me? So 50-50 is a dream. Like it's not reality. It's not for real. Like there's no way in this world that ever will make a chance. The only
so men may as well go pay 100%, right? Yeah. That's her argument as to why black men should just go ahead and pay 100%. Boy, this is crackhead stuff. This is crackhead babble.
If any man tells you it takes two to make it in this economy, they're broke-minded. Get away from them. That means they can't.
If I'm making 50K and you telling me you don't want to make 50K so it could be a 100K household, I don't want you. Scrap. Get out of here. Be gone. Because what you won't do, the next bitch will. Period. Point blank.
If any man tells you.
Every man that I've come across has been financially ruined trying to pay all the bills and trying to be this old school man that they want so bad. have been left just destroyed. The fact that we are starting to refuse to be those types of men is infuriating them. It infuriates them. And they're going to do any and everything they possibly can to try to guilt shame us and make us feel, like less of a man. Less of a man. Oh, how dare you're not a real man. You're not going to pay. Look at their commitment rate. Look at their commitment rate. When it comes to marriage and relationships, 75% of the time they file for divorce or leave you. So what are they saying essentially? Take care of me until I find some other sucker who I can find to take care of me. Somebody who might make more money than you. That's basically what's going on right now in this Keisha dating market. Take care of me until I find somebody else. I'm going to spend all my spare time, because all I'm going to have is spare time. I ain't got no job. I'm going to use all my spare time on social media, uploading pictures with my butt crack in the camera. And that's how they fish. And in their mind, eventually, they're going to catch one. And then they're just going to disappear and probably take you for half of what you got. Are you crazy? And this is even if you don't get married. Young men, listen close. Even if you're not married. If you're living with her, if y'all living together, the government's going to assume that you're married. They're going to treat you as if you were a married couple anyway, and they're going to make you pay spousal support. This one girl told me at my job that her ex-boyfriend is paying for her entire car note until it's paid off. Spousal support. They wasn't even married and didn't even have no kids. This is what they're trying to do. No, and this is the truth. Y'all got all these expensive wigs, weave, nails, eyelashes, BBLs, all this fake breasts. Y'all spending money on all this foolish nonsense. Then you want to come complain about 50-50? Where you ain't even paying 100% of your bills? Y'all a bunch of bums. That is beyond lazy. Y'all a bunch of straight up and down bums who don't make no sense. This is the truth I'm talking about. This resonating with more black men than that foolish preacher pork chop. We certified FBA and we so powerful and we so good. Eventually, you got to move beyond that foolishness. After you get your little view of self, get that little inferiority complex out your system, you need to move on from that nonsense and get into some adult business. These are the types of things that adults deal with. Going every day to listen to somebody tell you that you're so wonderful. Oh, and you're so perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with you. FBA and wigs and weaves. Get out of here. So, I know there's some people who might disagree with the value of comments that a stream or a video generates. But just stay mindful that to leave a comment takes the most effort. To like is one click. To view is one click. To leave comments, you have to type. And you're giving a piece of yourself when you leave comments. You're basically giving a piece of your soul to permanently be on this content. That is much more valuable than views. And videos that deal with the truth generate the most comments. That's just what it is. And I'll leave it there.